The Infinix Note 12 2023 is a great budget gaming phone that we love a lot back in 2022, even though this is technically a 2023 smartphone. With a new Mobile Legends M4 Championship packaging and a new 256GB storage variant pricing at just 899 ringgit, there's no arguing that this is still one of the best value phones in the market. Or is it so? Because here comes a new challenger, the Honor X8a. It is a new smartphone that just got released recently, even though it is priced slightly more expensive at 999 ringgit, but it has a lot to offer, such as a 100 megapixel camera, and it is still powered by a really powerful MediaTek Helio G88 processor. So which one of these phones is the better deal? Let's find out. The Infinix Note 12 2023 and Honor X8a are very beautiful mid-range phones. They are very light to handle and they feel very slim as well, and the build quality that they both have doesn't feel like a sub 1000 ringgit smartphone. Now, unless you are complaining about their camera bumps right here, which is actually rather thick, the Honor X8a has an iPhone-like camera bump that holds 3 lenses, whereas the Infinix Note 12 2023 has this Oreo biscuit type of camera bump that is seen on some other phones out there. But to be honest, I kind of think that the Infinix Note 12 2023's camera bump looks a bit more unique. Now, when it comes to the displays here, they both have really big 6.7-inch displays and they both have their respective advantages. For instance, the Infinix Note 12 2023 features a 60Hz AMOLED display that looks really colorful, as well as it supports Wi-Fi L1 certifications so that you can play Netflix content in HD. Whereas on the Honor X8a, you get a 90Hz IPS display that feels really nice and smooth to use, but to be honest, not many games can take advantage of that high refresh rate display, and not to mention that this phone does not support Wi-Fi L1 certification, so you will not be able to play HD content on Netflix. On the other hand, the Infinix Note 12 2023 comes with dual stereo speakers, whereas the Honor X8a only comes with a mono speaker that sounds really soft. And at the bottom, as you can see, the Honor X8a does not come with a 3.5mm headphone jack, whereas the Infinix Note 12 2023 comes with one. Now, when it comes to specs and performance, you guys probably already know it better than me. But let's do a recap right here, shall we? So, the Infinix Note 12 2023 is powered by a MediaTek Helio G99 chipset paired with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. You can even expand its RAM by up to an additional 5GB with its MEMS Fusion feature, but I'm sure nobody really cares about that. But whereas on the Honor X8a, it is powered by a slightly less powerful MediaTek Helio G88 chipset with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. But when it comes to storage expansion, the Honor X8a unfortunately does not support micro SD expansion, whereas the Infinix Note 12 2023 can let you expand up to a terabyte of micro SD storage if you manage to find that micro SD card, and if you want to expand storage on your phone to store more apps and photos. So in everyday smartphone usage, I have to say that both the Infinix Note 12 2023 and the Honor X8a are really good performers when it comes to the usual stuff such as Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, whatever you name it, the smartphone stuff. They're actually pretty good at it. But there are times that I encounter some stutters on the Honor X8a due to the less powerful processor, whereas the Infinix Note 12 2023 is more consistent when it comes to its performance. I notice less stutters, less lags, and even when it comes to running games, the Infinix Note 12 2023 is way better when it comes to its graphics performance. Look at this Geekbench benchmark scores, and you can already tell that these two are very different performance, and the Infinix Note 12 2023 is obviously the better performer right here. And in terms of the software, both the Honor X8a and the Infinix Note 12 2023, they come with Android 12 running on top, and they are actually pretty good when it comes to security updates, because I just updated to the latest not really latest, but the January 2023 security patch by Google. So yep, I guess that's a tie when it comes to both of their softwares. Now, let's talk about their cameras, which is always the interesting part when it comes to smartphone comparisons. So the Infinix Note 12 2023 features a 50 megapixel main camera, and it is assisted by two other cameras, which one of them is a portrait camera and the other one is a KLGA auxiliary lens that does AI scene recognition stuff. Whereas on the Honor X8a, it has slightly better lenses than the Infinix Note 12 2023. It has a 100 megapixel main camera that's upgraded from the Honor X8a, a 5 megapixel ultrawide, and a 2 megapixel macro lens. Having an ultrawide lens is always a bonus right there because you sometimes would like to take wider photos, and this proved to be real useful over the Infinix Note 12 2023. And when it comes to the image quality of both smartphone cameras, I have to say that the Honor X8a does a slightly better job when it comes to details and colors, all thanks to its higher resolution that bins down to a 12 megapixel resolution. But that doesn't mean that the Infinix Note 12 2023 is a bad camera shooter, and I'm sure still many people will appreciate what it is capable of producing. And when it comes to low light, I have to say that both phones are terrible when it comes to low light shots, because up to today, we still haven't seen a really good mid-range phone that takes good low-light shots. So yeah, don't treat this camera seriously when it comes to low-light photography. Both the Infinix Note 12 2023 and the Honor X8a comes with a 60 megapixel front-facing camera, and they take pretty okay selfies. Not the best that I've seen on the mid-range phones, but they will definitely serve most people very well. When it comes to battery life, this is where the Infinix Note 12 2023 is superior over the Honor X8a, because it is fitted with a 5000 mAh battery that can support fast charging speeds up to 33 watts, whereas the Honor X8a has a smaller 4500 mAh battery that only supports 22.5 watts of fast charging. I mean, they might probably get charged around the same time, but the Note 12 2023 definitely has the advantage of a slightly longer battery life. Personally, I have tried on both phones. The Infinix Note 12 2023 can easily just last you for up to 2 days, whereas the Honor X8a lasts slightly lesser, but it's not so far from that. But still, I have to say that the Note 12 2023 is really impressive when it comes to that. So, which one is the better value budget gaming smartphone? Well, to be honest, both phones have their respective hardware advantages, but I have to say that the Infinix Note 12 2023 is definitely superior when it comes to gaming performance, all thanks to that MediaTek Helio G99 chipset. As you can see in the benchmarks earlier on, it scores way higher than the Honor X8a's MediaTek Helio G88 chipset. It is also more consistent in frame rates when it comes to games, so I would say that this is a really much better phone when it comes to gaming, and it also has other advantages including dual stereo speakers, a headphone jack, and a larger battery. Well, it's just a shame that the camera isn't just as good, whereas for that I will have to give it to the Honor X8a here, because it really takes slightly better pictures than the Infinix Note 12 2023. And ultimately, when it comes to value, the Infinix Note 12 2023 is 100 ringgit cheaper than the Honor X8a, and that is what I call a big win and a really good deal. So yeah, that's a comparison on both the Infinix Note 12 2023 and the Honor X8a. Let me know what you guys think about these two phones in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos coming right up. And I'll see you guys in the next one.